What I was saying up there.
Exactly.
Yes, right. Not a word. Yeah, so I don't mind to move back and forth on the trolley. I was telling you, them about the types of coffee that there are available. So there are several species, and the one you're looking at right now, it's Arabica. It's the so-called Arabica. It has to be in the right conditions. That's why we are on mountains today. It's because of a necessity. Of course, people would like to grow this type of coffee, considering it gets you the best quality on fields instead of slopes, very steep landscape. But like I was telling you, it's a necessity. The fact that there's going to be trees, so you can call this mountain-grown shaded Arabica. These all resulted as because of a question that somebody asked. There are different species of coffee, but there's just 3 that actually are cultivated. But since Arabica is the one that's cultivated the most, it's the one that's got the most of subspecies. We like to call them varieties or varietals, precisely because there's differences from one to another. Even at this time of the year, we're nearing, basically finishing this year's harvest. You may as well still get to see ripe fruit on the plants. It's basically what they are. Whatever looks red or yellow will be ready. Just because you see red and yellow doesn't necessarily mean there's just 2 types. That just tells you that there's just 2 colors when the coffee ripens. But amongst the red ones, there's a whole lot of different types of Arabica that just happen to ripen the same color. The differences may as well be very subtle, but they still exist. Considering that this farm is a bit big, we're talking about a large area cultivated with coffee, the possibility for multiple microclimates. And you know, coffee has to be cultivated in the right conditions. In general, there's like the ideal conditions for growing Arabica to get quality, but as for the different subspecies, they all have to grow in the microclimate where they would adapt the best. So we have got several types of Arabica growing here because the farm is big, because originally it was necessary to deal with these different conditions, having to adapt the type of Arabica that sort of adapted the best in each one of those different conditions.